R2-D2, Your Highness.
Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to Scale Model Kit Review. This is your host, Steve. Up next is Build Your Own R2-D2. This is the premium edition that I subscribe to, and we're looking at issue 26. Along with that, here are the parts. And just in a second, we'll go ahead and take these parts out and get a closer look at them. We'll assemble them, and then we'll look at the magazine. And looking at the instructions, it looks like these parts are used to assemble the left inner wheel support plate. We'll get an axle and a bearing for this. And here's a closer look at the parts. Like I said, this is a inner bearing, left leg support, and axle. So you can see we do have the bearing here included, and the axle portion, and then of the support plate. Alright, let's assemble this bad boy. Okay, with this issue we have to dig into our screw stash and pull out 4 6mm silver screws to assemble this wheel support plate. Okay, so on this wheel support plate we have 2 tabs here that we'll just insert to the slots here. Hold that in place, and then we'll install the 4 screws. And pretty simple. And one more. Alright, so then after that is complete, and we flip it over, press the bearing into the recess on the support plate. Okay, so there's not much pressing going on, it kind of just went right on in there. After that, we will need to get our wheel from our previous issue. So here's our wheel, and we will insert the wheel shaft into it just as such, and you can see there's a detent right here, and then you have the regular opening on the other side. So we'll put that in, press that in place just like that. Looks good, and that goes just like that. And just a temporary assembly, they say here. You'll be able to spin the wheel on its bearing, and that's about it for there. That's all we do for issue 26. So let's look at the magazine next. Stay tuned for issue 27. Happy modeling, everybody. Let's get a quick look at the magazine here. And we start off with an article, Flights and Fatherhood. Get into some of the battles, infamous battles between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. Then we get into more about the Imperial ASTROMECs. Good articles there. And then they talk about some artificial animals. So that's, once again, we're talking about artificial intelligence and robots and stuff. That's pretty cool. And then they get into the building, the assembly instructions, or the parts for issue 26, and then what we just assembled. And then go ahead and give us a preview of what issue 27 is going to give us.